briefly talk about what's going on. I want to kind of understand your game just for a second. We're not going to talk a whole lot, but we've already talked a little bit away from this lesson. Really, I want to get a better understanding of what it is that your swing itself, and that's what today's about, trying to understand more about your swing and why you are missing shots out to the right, how we dial in, the curvature of your ball, understanding the ball flight laws. That's the big one. It's what makes the ball go left, what makes it go right, understanding what your swing club needs to do to make that ball adjust. And then the next series of lessons, we're going to talk about how do we get your 5 handicap, what are things we do to drop that down, 4, 3, progressively doing that through mental imagery, through course management, understanding the ball flight laws, and then one goal you said was getting 125 yards in tight, which is a scoring zone. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But today is more about the ball flight laws and what makes the ball go left, what makes it go right, what you need to do in your swing to adjust that. So I'm going to have you make some swings. I'm going to look at you for a minute, and then we're going to talk about what's going on and what you need to do to adjust that. All right, so I'm going to work on this draw part of the path again real quick. I want to get this. I want to give you a really good understanding of what this feels like to extend and rotate the arms. We're talking about club face, so I want you to get a really good feel, what it feels like to extend those arms towards the target, because this is going to be big for when we do start talking about the 125 in there. This is laying that foundation for that. So we're really going to try and focus on extending these arms out to the right and letting the stronger hand rotate the club face through impact. Okay, make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad, not bad. Much better extension. All right, the club face. So look at that. The club face was definitely open, which is what we want. So when we talk about club face being open and club face being closed, relative. It's all relative. That right there, that's a square club face to an outside in path. All right, that's going to produce a hook shot because right here it's closed to that face. What we're trying right now, you got it here. We want to try and close that face down just a little bit. It's still going to be open, but it's closed relative to that path. That's the key to getting that ball pushed out there and drawing back in. Let that right hand come underneath the club just a little bit more. There you go. Because we're going to try and hit a nice little draw here. Snap hook. We'll blame the simulator on that one. We both know that that's not what happened. All right, so we've talked for the last half hour now on extension. We've talked about the drill that we're going to do with that half swing, rotating the hips, and really just letting the arms stop. So I want to see that executed now with the golf ball. We've done it with just swinging, but now I want to see it with the golf ball. I want to see just an execution of rotating the hips and a quick stop on the arms, pointing towards the target on the follow through. Because this is going to be a drill that we're going to talk about, or that we're going to be working on, that you're going to be working on beyond today. Beyond today's lesson. Yeah. Much better. Straighter ball flight. We're not seeing a lot of turns. So it's going to have some force through the impact zone, some acceleration, but I really want you to focus on turning and then kind of a forced stop.
Okay.
An extension on that follow through. We've talked about that a little bit before. We'll continue to work on that in the next lesson, which will be the 125. That's where we're really going to hone in some stuff. But this one here, I want you to kind of a preamble to that. We're going to feel what that's like to rotate those hips and give an abbreviated yes, just something like that.
probably the closest thing to a hole-in-one we're going to see today. Excellent shot.